America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And once again, this is Sanders. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. The Panthers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign, dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
2nd down and 3. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. 3rd down, Young from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the 1st down.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
2nd and 10.
97.
Young off the play fake. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Now Young. That one completes him again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Now here's Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 on a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. You talk about this Bengals defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
It's Young off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw, it's Carr. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. An inside give, Brown. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Carr. It's Hill, complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
From the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Young. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well on the field across the 45. 39 yards there, a big one. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Got a man, that's Leggett. And oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Young here, you can see, changing the play. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try to get some of those points back.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Johnson with a completion over the middle. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Carr. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. First catch so far by Chase. It's a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Carr. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 36 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Option play. Here's a give to Brown. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now it's the backup Watson. Eluding the pressure. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. He's got a man, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The play fake. Now Young. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. To the left side, he's got Sanders. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And all the way down to the 29. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Got him in. It's Brown. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This is Brown going up the middle. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Looks good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves,
they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Young, he's going to change it up.
Young now, off the play fake. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
To throw, Young. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Young will set to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him.
Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They defer to Brown to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing now is Carr. His throw incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a two-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Here's Carr to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Carr to throw again.
This one caught downfield by Higgins.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
T. Higgins.
39 yards.
And the Bengals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Young off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Here we go, set. Green. Set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. To throw, it's Carr. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now Carr changing the formation. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Open man is Chase, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Carr, got to have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But
and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown from 17 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. Carr will look to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there. Right up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. So here we go. Still down 1 score, and here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of...
Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4. They go play action. Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To the air once more. Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Young. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
38.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now their defense came through to the goal line stand, got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Carr. Well, that's into the hands of Gesicki, and he'll manage to get out of bounds. It's a first down, and the clock stops with just over 20 seconds to play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
Here's Carr. That'll be caught by Hill.
And they are able to spike it. Cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This from long, very long range. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.